Thanks for logging on to WCI.com. I'm Meteorologist Jacob Dickey with an update here for you on midday for our severe weather risk. It's going to be warm and windy out there during the day today, but we keep things dry until after sunset. In fact, 9 p.m. probably when that chance for severe weather begins to increase around here. Ahead of it, though, we do have to talk about the chance for blowing dust and that fire danger with winds so high, things so dry. That is a concern for us as those gusts get above 45 miles an hour. They'll be over 50 then as we head into tonight. And then those severe storms will arrive. Looks like 8 p.m. till about 2 a.m., give or take, as this strong low pressure system works in our direction here. Once it passes on by, the severe risk will be over, but I do expect Saturday and Sunday to still deal with winds, particularly Saturday could be windy as well. We do have a moderate risk, level 4 out of 5 for most all of our area here. You might live close to that line. I think for our viewing area, we just want to consider that as a 4 for everyone here. And we can get locked up in the numbers. It's the impacts I want to focus on for tonight. Wind, the main threat. Strong winds of 70 to 75 mile an hour, likely across a good chunk of the area. We could deal with some gusts higher than that. That's the main threat. More people will experience that, but some of us could deal with some tornado activity out there. A strong tornado cannot be ruled out. That's a little conditional on the way the storms look. If it's more of a solid line, there are embedded circulations. If we get some supercells, though, that tornado threat comes up pretty quickly ahead of those there. How about that wind? Most of our area, 75 mile an hour gusts appear possible. Some greater than 80 gusts cannot be ruled out, and the reason for that is strong wind energy, strong dynamics in the upper atmosphere near the jet stream. Those storms will reach up there and pull that wind energy to the surface. As far as the tornado potential goes, we need a little fuel to help out, a little instability near the surface. That will come, I think, from moisture, and we may get just enough to help with that here. Going with a 6 out of 10 for our tornado risk in orange. The 8 out of 10 has been introduced for areas from Jacksonville to Litchfield to Vandalia, points to the south and west. It's a 4 out of 10 in yellow. Even the 4 out of 10, though, could see tornadoes, so that is something to note here. What I think we're going to watch closely is into tonight. Notice those low 60 dew points creeping on in. That, to me, is where the better chance for tornado activity will be, is if we can get across that 60-degree line. Let's time it out for you on Future Track real quick here. It's dry through 8 p.m. There are those storms coming our way. Looks like a line, but there may be some kinks or breaks in the line, and that could allow for additional tornadic activity. Most of that line going to have some wind potential. 10 p.m. to midnight coming from Springfield to Champaign, after midnight towards Danville and Paris. And you'll see here by 2, 3 in the morning, it is out of here. We are done with that risk. This is that window of opportunity for you here. 8 to 11 p.m. in that periwinkle color, that lavender color. That includes Jacksonville. We get to 9 p.m. to midnight, keeping an eye on Springfield, Taylorville, Lincoln, and areas west of Decatur. Once we get to 10 o'clock, that window of opportunity for storms to move through is from Bloomington to Decatur to the east towards the I-57 corridor, and it'll be after 11 p.m. as they get close to the Indiana state line through 2 a.m. That's the severe risk. Do you want to briefly mention wind is a problem again before and after that? In fact, in the hour or two ahead of the storms, we could have non-thunderstorm winds over 60 miles an hour. That's not including the storms coming our way. High wind watch for Saturday in particular for Livingston, Ford, Iroquois, and Benton counties. Some intense winds pick up on the backside of the system here. You'll see max wind gusts are above 50 tonight, and we may see some 60s sneak in. Those storms clear on through. We are still windy, though, as we go into Saturday morning, and we'll see those wind gusts 40 to 55, if not higher than that, through the afternoon before things do relax a little bit as the front passes through Sunday. Still, some blustery winds out of the north and west, 25 to 35 mile an hour gusts appear possible through the day on Sunday. That causes some issues today and tomorrow. Fire weather forecast here. We're at high. Some concerns with the dry vegetation, the soil not having much moisture. Things are dormant, and that strong wind may help move fires quicker here. That's a concern. We've had plenty of field fires this week. Tonight could be the worst potential for us out there. Blowing dust also is a concern here. You'll see that risk is medium to high because of the wind gusts that are out there in the region picking up over 40 miles an hour. Farmers have been active in the fields. We may see some of that dust get lifted up, and that could also cause some issues in spite of the thunderstorm activity, so we will watch that closely just to keep that in the forefront of our minds for our area. That's your forecast for the severe weather. Quick check of the 7-day forecast. Once we get to Sunday, we're a bit cooler, into the 40s for highs, I think. Monday, though, back to 65. It'll be sunny, dry, quiet. The wind does pick up, though. Tuesday, another system looks to arrive in the middle of next week. That's your special midday update. I'm Jacob Dickey. Get more on the WCIA3 weather forecast updates, the Weather Now article. Also, learn more how to stay safe safe on our Severe Weather Center. Stay safe and informed. We'll keep you up to date.